Joining us now, House Judiciary Committee member, New Jersey Congressman Jeff Van Drew. Congressman, at issue is the UK's Online Safety Act. And the UK, earlier this year, began sending letters to U.S. companies requiring them to conduct illegal content risk assessments. They can, to use a British phrase, sawed off. The Brits can. That is censorship, and we will not tolerate it. That's why Nigel Farage was here.
Exactly. I mean, it's awful. People must understand the importance of this. You know, we have fought world wars. We have had men and women die all around the world to protect our freedoms in the United States and in other areas of the world. And we've always thought, God, could it be a nuclear war? Could it be an attack? Could it be this? Could it be that? It turns out it's from within the free world, particularly Europe now, the UK and the EU, putting in regulations and laws and rules that limit what people can say. You know what oppression is? Oppression isn't when you are not allowed to hear and read different ideas, when you are told what to think, when you are told that what you believe doesn't have value and you're not allowed to express it. This is serious stuff, and we have to nip it in the bud and do everything we can.
But Congressman, isn't that exactly what Democrats were on the road to doing here? I mean, beginning in the pandemic, pandemic, let's face it, that was the power grab that the Democrats have been looking for years, the biggest crisis to take advantage of. And you talk about things like climate change that they were suggesting should be taken off of what was then called Twitter. Obviously, stuff about the whole trans issue, vaccines. All of that was fair game for censorship back in the Biden administration, in the midst of the pandemic, and they were talking about keeping it here in the United States. And we have a First Amendment.
We have a First Amendment, and we have to protect it. It is the most important amendment. If you lose that, you lose everything. You're very astute. They were on their way here. Not only what you mentioned, but the FBI was in inclusion at its leadership level. What was going on in the Department of Justice with the supposed Russian collusion, which wasn't true. The 51 intel officers, former intel officers, who tried to say there was no Hunter Biden laptop. This is the real fear that I have. This is a real issue. Americans should be worried about it. We need to work towards discussing and negotiating with these countries, the EU and the UK, and say, you can't do that to us here. It's going to affect your trade. I think we need to use trade as a tool to prevent this from happening. If we lose our freedom of speech and our freedom of ideas, honest to God, we have lost everything. This is big and bad, and it's the stuff that Brave New World was made out of, or, you know, other Aldous Huxley's books. This is a real deal. I mean, this is not something we're just making up. So we have to really continue to pursue this and to make sure this doesn't happen to America, because it necessarily doesn't happen through bombs that you lose your freedom. It can happen through technology. They are using technology as a vehicle to reduce the freedom of the world. One big globalist society where there's no Americanism and no American exceptionalism. We cannot accept that.
Well, it's going to take more than talk, Congressman.
Yes.
And sanctions are certainly up for discussion out of the Trump administration. I just want to note, I mentioned the letters that the UK's Office of Communications sent. It sounds so benign, about the Online Safety Act. The letters demanding illegal content risk assessments, but the letters also noted that failure to comply, this is to U.S. tech companies, could result in hefty fines and criminal penalties. They should know where they can go.
This is socialist science fiction stuff, no doubt. And you're right. That's the question I asked during the hearing. I said, you know, this is all great. We've exposed it. We've had a very thorough and robust, debate here. But we need to do more. I don't want this to just be another hearing where we talk about it and nothing happens. Right. We're looking at trying to do some things. Bottom line is, in trade negotiations and other negotiations, we've got to press this hard.
Yeah. By the way, they are fighting back. The people of the UK are fighting back. When they begin to outlaw the Union Jack, the UK's flag,
they are.
which they are doing, they're fighting back, and there are big demonstrations all over Britain over the past few days.
They're flying their flag, proud and everywhere.
Yeah.
Congressman Jeff Van Drew, great to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you very much.